William Ruto, the visiting Kenyan president, leaves Zimbabwe $1 million richer. Wow, 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 wow. This is so amazing. Welcome, family. Welcome to the gospel of the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. We are looking at amazing stories and amazing issues that are happening in our nation. Very, very, very amazing. And what we are seeing Mnangagwa and ZANU PF doing, I'm telling you, this is very, very shocking. We are going to be discussing this issue. This is the children of this Zimbabwe Liberation War Veterans Association. And they are saying here, Ruto went home US $1 million richer. Why was this not reported as usual? Just imagine, family, that when this man was invited to Zimbabwe to come and officially open the ZITF, he has gone back to his country with $1 million US dollar in a bag. So we suppose that is the bag that Mnangagwa was handing over to him in that very picture. But remember, William Ruto is just a newly elected president of Kenya, who won by a very, very small margin. You remember there was a lot of noise in that election, and there was also some rumor that there was some bit of chicanery in that election at the same time. But later on, we also heard of many other developments that were happening. And the information that we knew about Ruto, even before he was made president, was that he was a full-time Christian. He was a Christian. And then come the time that he won the election in Kenya, Ruto has become so very unpopular in a very, very short period of time. There are a lot of accusations about corruption. There are also accusations about him allowing a lot of, satanism and occultism happening in the country. You see, there was a time that there was a visitation that happened by King Charles, and there were things and rituals that were done in Kenya, which angered a lot of Kenyans, especially in the Christian community. There are a lot of issues that are really being spoken about of how the government of Ruto is becoming ruthless. And the last time we were even watching one video of a bishop who happens to be a lady, woman of God in Kenya, who is very well known and very popular. She was beaten by police, and she came out and spoke very, very vividly against President Ruto, and she really spoke very strong words, and she was backed up by quite a lot of pastors and men of God, servants of God, and the like. They were really there on that press conference where she spoke so hot, and even other servants of God, they really castigated President Ruto and even his government and the like. So lots of things that are happening in Kenya. The man himself is the man that was invited to come and officially open the ZITF by Emmerson Mnangagwa. And upon his visitation, we saw PF.WHILE being presented before him, an issue that we were talking about just a few days ago. Was it yesterday? We were talking about the proximity of PF.WHILE to the point that he was made to stand in between Mnangagwa and Ruto, a visiting state president from Kenya. For what reason was PF.WHILE there? And we were saying Chivayo is not a government official, is not a member, is not an official of ZANU PF. So why was he there? It was just an amazing thing. And today there are many reports that we've seen which are saying that General Chiwenga and also Mohadi are said to be, very disgruntled about the proximity of PF.WHILE to Emmerson Mnangagwa. So, like I was saying yesterday, that Mnangagwa is can do anything at any time. He can shock the nation at any moment. You can be surprised to hear tomorrow an announcement that PF.WHILE has been made probably a minister or something like that, or or given a certain other position that people would be very, very shocked. It's very, very possible. Anything is possible. And some have been suggesting that probably he's coming in as a partner of Mnangagwa in business. And I was saying, oh, well, we know Tagwire to be the partner. Where is Tagwire nowadays? It looks like Tagwire is nowhere to be seen. Now PF.WHILE is taking the stage. No, well, this is it. But as we are reading this article that is coming right from the corridors of ZANU PF, they have information about what has transpired in terms of the gifts that have been given to Ruto. If this bag really was carrying $1 million, just imagine what Mnangagwa is doing to our country. When the country is suffering, when Zimbabwe is burning, when there is no foreign currency in the country, when they are failing to service hospitals, they are failing to finish up projects, roads are all upside down and everything is just scattered. There is nothing that is working in our country. And yet they can still have $1 million that they can give. Just imagine, to a state president who just came in a day and just spoke at that ZITF and went. You see, what I'm seeing here happening is that Mnangagwa is trying to buy favors from some of these African leaders because he's greatly isolated. And I'm sure probably he was hitting the wall, inviting Ruto to come. And then Ruto ended up, giving in, possibly after he was promised that there is a very fat and an undeniable gift that he was going to receive after that visitation. Because seriously speaking, Mnangagwa is isolated in Africa. Things are not well. Zimbabwe is looked at as a country that is not democratic, a country that is, butchering its own people, a country that is being run on autocratic means. So no other many countries would want to associate with Mnangagwa, except of course the few dictators that we know. So here it is, Ruto, being a Democrat that was democratically elected in Kenya, would be able to come to a president who has been rejected by his own people, his own neighbors in SADC. They've rejected him, but Ruto decides to come nevertheless. And also looking at the record that I was giving you of where Ruto is being placed in terms of his governance and his administration in Kenya, that things are going down and down and down and down, to the point that some other analysts were even saying Ruto will not be able to get another term in Kenya again, considering the tightness of the contestation of the previous election and the mess up that he has done in a very short period of time. So this is it, family. It's very sad indeed to see Mnangagwa flashing out money that Zimbabwe does not have. And while the country is burning, we expect money to be put to proper use, but it's not happening. They would rather be happy giving away money, sending money away to other people out there, and other people benefiting from the money which Zimbabweans are supposed to be benefiting from. Where are they getting this money from? Where is Mnangagwa getting this money from? So this is the $1 million question that we are asking. And instead, you are deciding to just hand over in terms of trinkets to buy favors from other people and other presidents that are out there. Very sad development for our country. We really need to pray for this country. This country needs prayer. We need to pray because the sons of the devil are holding this country at ransom, and we are continuously going down as a country. We are sinking as a country. The country is not rising. Things are not happening, but Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF, they care less about it. They may continue to please everyone else who is out there instead of pleasing their own people, the Zimbabwean people. So this is not a government that is supposed to be leading people. This is not a government for the people. This is not a government by the people. ZANU-PF does not have a mandate to run Zimbabwe. This is why they behave the way they are behaving. They don't care about what Zimbabweans say or what Zimbabweans think. They would rather just please any other person except for the Zimbabwean people. Very sad development. And we really need to continue praying for God's intervention in this country. Our country really needs God, for God to restore this country back to our origin. Otherwise, we cannot go anywhere. We are not going anywhere with ZANU-PF and Emmerson Mnangagwa. But anyway, we are glad that we are now in the season of change. The very things that they are doing, they are signifying that they've reached their end. There's no more the long rope of Mnangagwa is just reached its end. Now, anytime, any moment, we are going to be seeing an eruption, an implosion happening in Zimbabwe, and freedom being ushered, a new great Zimbabwe coming into play. So this is it, family. This is what we are looking at. Very sad development, and we want to continue to say, intercessors, pray for this country. My sister Regina, how are you? She says God is moving in Africa and exposing all evil. God is in it. is exposure. Okay. Thank you for that comment. Kampala says they are preparing their exile day in Kenya with Jonathan Moore. Yes, very soon they are going to be running away. Yes, very, very soon. We don't have time. They are behind. They know that the pot is boiling right now. Anything can happen at any time. Mnangagwa is very cruel, ruthless, and selfish leader, and he's always trying to buy favors from other African leaders. Mnangagwa must start counting days on his seat, because we are now about to we're about to reach him. Yes, he must count his days. I mean, like you are saying, my brother Mark, that is very, very true. We hear Chiwenga and Mohadi have voiced about the presence of Chivayo in Blawa. Yes, I've spoken about this. I've been talking about this, that there's quite a report that the two other vice presidents are really unhappy about the proximity of Chivayo to Mnangagwa. What does this mean? We don't know what it means. We don't know what Mnangagwa is planning, whether he's being isolated and now he's choosing other friends other than the people that are supposed to be surrounding him. Stembiso Chamisa says, Tembile Chamisa says, God is in it. Indeed, God is in it. Let us continue to pray for the nation. Freedom is coming, my people. Freedom is near. This is why you are seeing ZANU PF just doing things that are haphazard, that decisions that are half digested in terms of thinking. And this is just a sign that the end has come. And very soon, Zimbabwe is going to be free. We want to continue to pray for the nation, to stand in the gap, to declare the word of the Lord over the nation of Zimbabwe. And freedom is coming very, very soon. ZANU PF is going down. And we shall forget the pains of all the past. And we are being ushered into another season of a new great Zimbabwe that shall rise to greater heights. Otherwise, I want to thank you for joining me on this show. We are going to be meeting on the main channel very, very soon. Chatufa Television Production. We have 2 more issues that we need to discuss on the main show. So let us meet there. Otherwise, remain blessed. Love you all.